Everybody, welcome back. I thought today I would jump right into a little bit of a cook here. I'm going to show you exactly how I make a gravy and what I use. So right there is actually one whole avocado, okay, that's been frozen. I'm going to show you how I take that, and I'll take some frozen pork stock that I had, okay, and turn that into a gravy with some onion. And I have a little piece of pork here that we're going to slice up and use the gravy on. Okay, so let's get going. I'm going to roughly chop onion here, and I'll just cut it down. I got my Dutch oven heating up, and we're going to saute these down a little bit of olive oil. I have olive, as you can see. I'm going to take you right over here to the pot. Now I'm going to put a little bit of olive oil in there. And also I am going to take the onion and drop it in. Alright. So I'm just going to get these translucent, and then I'm going to drop in. Let me see if you can get a little closer look here. I'm going to get them nice and translucent. And then I have some of this pork stock that I did a while back, and I'm going to incorporate that in with the onions, okay? And then I will slice up the pork, like I said, but that's going to be for later. And I'm going to show you how I bring everything together. Okay. Now they're starting to get a little translucent. Now when I say that, I mean it's starting to, you can almost see through them. They get a different color to them. You can see they're starting to brown up a little bit. Now I didn't add no seasoning to this, because on this semi-glaze that I have here, or this pork hand drippings that I put together. Wow, what a smell. Okay, we're going to let that all cook together for a little bit here. Wow, aromas are good. I'm going to bring that up to a little bit of a simmer there, let that bubble a little bit. And then what I'm going to do over here is I'm going to take you back right here, and I'm just going to cube. I mean, these are ready to go, as you can see. I'm going to put them back in the pan. Into the container, I should say. Now, a lot of times you'll see me when I do this, I will put them in frozen, okay? And sometimes that takes a little bit of work to get them all to come together. There they are in there. I'm going to add just a little bit of olive oil to them. Come back over here to it. Now I'm trying a different method here with my camera. So if you see a little bouncing or waving, it's my new technique that I'm trying. Okay. Now to this, I mean that's a little thin right there. To this, I'm going to add a little bit of, I had some beef stock that I had open. I'm just going to add this to it here a little bit. I'll let that cook down. Put the lid on it for a little bit. Okay, now this is a pork cushion that I had cooked the other day, and I'm just going to cut this. It's kind of cold, so I'm going to just cut it down. And we're going to slice it up. And this is going to go back into the gravy once I get it to where I want it. Now, you can make it as thin or as thick as you want. This is almost to the point where it can be pulled. That's why I put it in back into the refrigerator hole and just left it. I mean, because it's right there. I mean, it's ready to go pulled. Now I'm going to put this in with the gravy. But first I'm going to thicken it up a little bit, and I think I'm going to emulsify it, but I'm going to show you, if you can leave the onions the way they are, but I'm going to show you exactly how this is going to thicken up this sauce. I keep saying sauce, it's gravy. Okay, let's pull the top. Okay, so, wow, smells good. I'm going to use a metal spoon, just to show you exactly. Now, that's pretty thin, okay? So, I mean, that's just... And I save this stuff here because I use a lot of it in soups, okay, and different sauces and stuff like that. That's why I freeze it. So that's kind of thin, all right? So, you can see it's bubbling here a little bit. So at this point, I'm going to take the avocado. I'm going to add the avocado to it. So, I had one person ask me, you know, the avocado is nice and everything, but it turned it almost green. All right, well, I mean, it's better than using cornstarch. Way better than using flour. Especially if you're diabetic, okay? Much healthier, so I don't care what color it is, actually. It might lighten it up a little bit, but nothing too much. Now, I'm going to add the immersion blender in it. You don't have to, okay? You can actually use a whisk and just keep spinning around, let that cook down a little bit more. As a matter of fact, I think I am going to use the immersion blender because I'm going to bust up some of these onions. Okay. We're going to cover this and we'll be back in a minute. Alright, you can see this is starting to thicken up before I even put the emulsifier in there. Now, you don't have to put the onions in all the way. You can put them in later. Let them cook down a little bit later after you make the gravy, okay? But I'm going to put it in. What I'm looking to do right now is I'm looking to invest in a dehydrator so I can dehydrate some certain vegetables that I can use as thickening agents, okay, for soups and whatever else. I find the avocado was fairly cheap. You buy them frozen. I mean, there's a bag full of them. And I use them. They come out pretty even for me, especially for the two of us. There's just the two of us there. Now you can start to see that this is starting to get a little bit thicker. Okay, just on its own. So when I turn around and I'll add the immersion blender to it and break up them onions, it's going to get thicker. Okay, now. If you use 2 avocados or an avocado and a half, it's going to get thicker also, but then it's going to change the flavor. Okay, so I usually stick it with 1, and I'll put it in. You can do it this way, you can strain the onions out of it, whatever. I just thought I'd show you both ways. And yeah, it's fairly thick. Now, let me get over here. I'm sorry for my head. And we're going to do this hot. as you can see, the gravy is where I want it. And now I'm going to add in some of the pork. Not some of it, all of it. I'm not going to eat some of it. I'm going to eat all of it. Okay. There it is. We're going to cover this and just let that now. It's everything's shut off. Okay, let me show you one more time how thickened it is. We just let that to heat up the meat. That's all I wanted to do. So I am going to cover this. And like I said, we're going to have some mashed cauliflower. Okay, so I'm going to pull this over here. I got some butter in there. Also, I'm going to add some Parmesan. Now, a lot of people say, I don't like that cauliflower like that because it has that funky smell to it and everything. Once you whip it up and blend it up a little bit, I'm going to put some Tommy spice in there. Now, Tommy spice is salt, pepper, garlic, and onion. Equal parts. I'm going to put that in there. And I'm going to run my little immersion blender. Spice to it. Now, you can jazz this up any way you want. You can put more cheese in it. Whatever. Okay? But we're going to get ready to plate this nice, quick, fast dinner. Alright, let's come back over here. And there we go. Everything is ready to rock. Nice and hot. Okay, we're going to plate. Well, there you have it. About as long as it took to make this video, that's how long it took to make that gravy. So, yep, you can do it. The avocado did a nice job on it. Cut back on your carbs. Listen, thanks for watching. I'm Tom Garvey, the Keto Cook. We will see you next time. Thank you.